You don't mind the light, do you?
No.
Okay, let's see. I just want to make sure it gets good in the picture. Okay, so keep talking. So wait, you guys had to walk to where?
Okay, so we would have to walk from the trailer park all the way down the street, right? And then all the way down to Sutherland's.
What is that?
It's a hardware store.
Okay.
It's like Lowe's.
Yeah.
Home Depot,
Yeah.
Hello?
What did you need to walk there for?
To go to the bathroom. We didn't have anywhere to go to the bathroom at. Oh, did I tell you the time we went to Walmart and we got in trouble for staying there for too long?
Like with the van?
Yeah,
There?
we would be parked there for 3 days, right? And then we would stop.
Just
bad.
because then you could get food and stuff? Or what? Use the bathroom?
The cat? Okay, the cat's gone. No, the you are mean as hell.
I'm not trying to be mean. I just think it's funny, is all.
I love your sense of humor. It's cute and dark at the same time.
So you got in trouble for being at Walmart for 3 days.
Yeah, we got in trouble for sitting at Walmart because we were parked there, and then we would stop at the Walmart had a gas station, right? So we would stop and go to the Walmart gas station to go to the bathroom.
You wouldn't walk inside?
Yeah, we would go to the bathroom in there, and
Why
then
not
we would
just
go
go-
back to the Walmart and get some groceries or whatever we had to, or we'd go to McDonald's, and then we would be parked at the Walmart.
In Price or where?
Yeah, in Price.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I've been in that Walmart several times. I parked my truck there.
Yeah, and so we would just park our
So then Walmart employees came and told you guys to leave or what?
yeah, the Walmart employees from the gas station came out and said, we noticed you've been staying here for quite some time. You can't be here anymore. We're have to call the cops.
So how did it break down and where were you when the van broke down?
We were driving down the road and we were just right outside of a bank, right? And I can't remember where we were at exactly, but the van just broke up. And then we had to get it towed to the trailer park because I asked the landlord if we can tow it there because she was going to try to get us in the trailer that she had. But the thing is there was a lady still renting it, and it's just a whole other story. It's insane what was going on with that trailer. Did I tell you about that? The druggies that were living in there, like there was so many people living in there, and the lady lost her kid. PC vets had to come get him, and it was so sad. The lady lost her kid, and there was like so many people that were coming out of that, and she had to be served papers.
So how long were you parked at the trailer park? Waiting to get?
For at least 3 weeks.
3 weeks. And then that's when I called you?
And then that's when you called me. Or, yeah, we started talking again,
And were you just asking Teresa for help?
I was telling her where I was at and what I was doing. She's like, what are you doing? I told her I'm homeless and I'm staying at this trailer and we're going to try and get this trailer. And she's like, okay. And then she's like, well, Michael still has his house available if you still want to move in. I'm like, yeah. And no. Yeah, we were there for only 3 weeks, but a couple months before we were actually parked at like Walmart, and we were parked at the park for a little while because you can park there all day. Nobody's gonna say anything. You just have to sleep at night.
Yeah.
And so we would and it was just right down the street from the trailer park. And so.
But why would you stay? If you had a van, why would you all stay in East Carbon and not go to Salt Lake or somewhere? Because the van drives.
I don't know. It just seemed easier, We did go to Salt Lake, but everything was really expensive down there. I remember the hotels and everything was just really, really expensive.
Oh, so you drove back?
Yeah, and then there was only one hotel we could get into that would let us have all of our dogs. We had to pay an extra $25 for the fifth dog.
So who all lived in the van?
All of us. Teresa, Pearl, me, Josh, and Heather. all 5 of the dogs that were here, and then I had 2 cats.
Didn't you say one of the cats died?
You
I'm sorry.
so dark.
Yeah, I was laughing so hard when you told me that story.
Okay,
So
now you
one
have
of
to tell me what is so funny about it, though.
So one of your cats ran away during this time, or was that a different cat?
That did happen, yeah. So my cat Christmas, I found her in the I went to a hotel with everybody, right? We got somebody to pay for it, and we went to this hotel, and we kind of just stopped in, and Heather and I opened a little crate for the cats, and kind of poured Christmas out. Her body was dead. She was dead. Her poor little body was just laying on the floor. She was so sick.
Oh, she was sick.
Yeah, I don't remember her being sick. I just know that she passed in there.
Okay, let me fix this. Okay.
Yeah, I just feel really bad because I lost my Christmas. You know, she was my
But I was just
all
saying
white
for
cat.
documentation, like tell the story again, just like the beginning
Of how I lost my cat, or what?
of just like living in the van with people and how you guys would sleep and stuff.
We would just all sleep in the van, sitting up. You know, I had a pillow against the window, and I would just sleep like this, sitting up. It was really hard. You know, for like months like that. My feet would swell up so fat.
Okay, so wait, is this the same swell up? From what? From what? Just not getting out and not walking around?
You're stuck in a van for several months. Your feet are gonna swell, especially if they're on the floor, right? You're meant to sleep, flat like this.
Yeah,
you're supposed to lay down. You can't sleep sitting like that. Well, my feet would swell so bad, and I had to go to the. I visited with the doctor, and he told me it was just from sitting up for so long.
Dang. So, when you were telling me how like when you guys got kicked out of your house, that Burl almost fought the landlord, or something.
Oh, when we got kicked out.
Yeah.
Oh man, hold on. Yeah, we were getting kicked out, and oh yeah, Teresa kept saying he can't just kick us out. He was serving an eviction notice, and she just kept looking at me going, he can't just kick us out. So we went to the same trailer park right before, and we tried to get into the trailer. We paid for it, and then they said that they're still trying to do updates on the trailer before we can move in, get it ready, and doing the inspection and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then so we're just like, okay. So we go back home. Teresa decides I'm just gonna pay him the $1,000 I owe him, and just it's $1,500. She had it, and she decided to give it to him instead of giving it to Joanna. Joanna only wanted like $600 plus an extra $300 for deposit. So
It's just gonna take more time.
she's gonna. They just needed an extra week, and Teresa's like, I don't live here.
And she was just starting at the van.
No, this was before we were homeless.
Oh.
You asked me to start at the beginning. Well, that's where it all
Yes.
started. And so we went back home, and she got the money back from Joanna, right? And so we went back home,
Yeah.
and she paid the landlord the $1,000. He let us stay another month, and then that month became 2 months, and after that, he served us another eviction notice. He said, "You guys gotta get out. I'm not gonna do this anymore with you. You gotta go. I've got things I need to do to the house." And Teresa's like, "You can't just kick me out. It's illegal. You can't just do that." And because we owed him, you know, or Joshua and Teresa owed him because they're the ones that were. I didn't realize how late they were because they had been trying to make payments for the house and trying to keep up on it, but he had been late at least $5,000 behind, and the landlord was just like, "Okay, yeah," and then he would pay really good for a couple months because the landlord he wrote all this down, and I saw the paper.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of this was going on, right? Because Joshua would handle everything. He's like, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna handle it. It's gonna be okay," right? Is what he would say to me. So I found out about this. The landlord showed me this paper. He said, "You paid good for 2 months, and then you skipped a month, and and then you paid good, and then you skipped a month, and then you paid, you know, for like 5 months or whatever, so you don't owe me there, but now you owe me here. And so he was just like, okay, this is how much you owe me.
And what was it about? How much?
It was like about $5,000.
How much was rent a month?
It's supposed to be 600.
So he was mad.
Mm-hmm. And Joshua told me he was starting to get loans to pay the fucking rent and everything. And I was like, wait a minute, I have $1,000 check every month. This shouldn't happen. You know, you shouldn't be worried about bills. You know, because this is covered. This, you know,
Yeah.
Social Security does all that. You shouldn't have to worry. And he was like, but I do because I don't have the money. And I'm like, well, what are you spending it on then? He's like, things, food. I'm like, and you can't get a job? And we have a van?
And this was the same van you would use for DoorDash?
He could have gotten DoorDash. Like, he just started doing DoorDash just right before we got kicked out. Like, just like a month before that. And I loved being with him because he would do DoorDash, and then we would make a little bit of money, and then we'd go get a cheeseburger, and then we'd go home. It was nice. You know?
Yeah.
I liked that. But then I started hanging out with you, and then I realized just how bad I was off with him. You know, I'm like, this isn't living.
Well, he would
It
just spend,
isn't.
he would just spend your money. Right?
I was only spending about $25 of an allowance to myself every month. Okay? That money was spent on other things. Don't look at me and say that you said, well, it's all for you. I'm buying this for you and this for you and this for you. And I'm like, Joshua, I'm only getting like a deck of tarot cards every month, which are only like $25. Because I use them for work. And that's only one little deck. You know? Sometimes 2 decks. That's $40. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
It's so minimal, you know? What are you spending the rest of the money on? I've got like a whole $1,000 check. What the hell?
But for 2 people, that's not.
I'm
Wow.
so supporting like a whole family of 5. There was Vera's, or not Vera, but fucking Heather's check. And she gets like $700 that she was getting.
Oh, so wait, tell me. So
Heather was getting $700. She could have paid something, but she would often refuse to pay. And we were only asking her for about $300 for rent, right? And then there was Teresa and Vril. And Vril would get like $1,000 check, right? And then I had a $1,000 check. So where's this money going if it's not being paid for rent? Can you explain that to me?
right.
It made no sense. And there was just so many questions.
Dang.
And so it
So-
just...
So Heather's living in the van.
And the van we bought for $100 from the frickin' neighbor. So don't look at me like it was van payments. She's like, you want my van, you can have it for $100. And that's what we did.
But okay, so Heather, she's living in the van with you, but then she goes to Salt Lake, and she doesn't even tell you guys. She's just like, "Hey, drop me off here," or
No, we were in. So what happened was we had a falling out. She got her check. And she said, hey, y'all, you want to go and get some food? And we can go check in a hotel, and I'll pay for the 2 rooms.
yeah,
You know, or the 3 rooms, because Heather had to have her own room, and then Vril had to have his with Teresa, and then I and with Josh.
yeah.
And so she paid the bill for us to all have 3 rooms because of how many dogs we had. Because it's only 2 dogs per room. You know,
Yeah.
so that's a total of 6 dogs. Because I forgot Heather had her own dog, and so she.
So you live with
Let me
6
finish.
dogs in a van?
Well, yes, will you listen a minute?
Okay, wait, so go on. So she gets the hotel rooms.
I love this side of you. It makes me feel happy. It's cute though.
So Heather paid for 3 rooms?
So
or she-
Heather paid for 3 rooms. She also paid for dinner that night, and she paid for 2 nights. And after we checked out, we got into the car, and she was just starting to complain that she paid for the rooms. And she could have spent it on something else. And she was just really pissed off that she did that. And I was like, what is wrong with you? You know, this is something that you paid for me. You know, it was a gift, and you're throwing it back in my face. you're so rude, right? We're homeless. We have nothing, nowhere else to go, you know?
Something here. Oh, we just got Mel. Wait, hold on. Let me go grab the Mel. I want to see what we got. There's the king. We got a whole bunch of Mel. It smells like paint really bad still downstairs. Yours.
Oh, Tish. Yeah, I'll have to give this bill to Josh.
Oh, we should probably cancel that. Should we open it? Because we don't want that, do we?
I'll have him cancel it. He put it in my name. I'll have him cancel it. Because he said that he's going to take the equipment and send it back when he was there. So I'll tell him he needs to cancel it. Yeah, $356.
Oh, I don't even know what this smells like. I bought this on Facebook or on TikTok. I want to smell it. Anyways, keep telling me your story. So she got pissed. She paid.
She got pissed and she was yelling at me. And then she took her soda. We had just gotten soda from the, Maverick or whatever. I think it was like Walmart gas station or something like that. And she took it and she threw it. She was sitting in the back seat, right? So she threw her soda at the windshield. The soda goes all over the passenger seat and all over the floor. I mean, this is a big gulp soda. Okay?
Windows were down, or?
No. It was in the middle of winter.
Oh, yeah, she was in the car when she threw it.
Yes, and she threw it across the rail. Or threw it across the fucking van, yeah.
Isn't that kind of cool?
I'm distracted. I want to see this.
That was like $5. Here, let me stop. Okay, so she throws her soda.
Oh yes, she throws her soda and she says that she no longer wants to be in the van anymore. She wants to be dropped off at the shelter. She just says that she's done. So, Brill stops on the side of the road. I get out. I talk to Joshua about it. I'm smoking a cigarette with him. I'm really upset, and I tell him to do it. I've had enough. Just let her go. And he says no. I said it's only going to get worse from here. Please just let her go. And so he agrees, and he talks to Brill about it, and he says, you want to go to the shelter? And she threw another fit. Let me spray that on my bed.
Okay.
I want to make
Look
my
at the
room
little
smell good.
robot.
I know, it's cute. Anyway,
So you guys did drop her off then?
so we drop her off. What else did you get?
I got some tapestries. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
So we drop her off at the shelter, and then she says that she called an old friend of hers that kicked her out a long time ago. Her name was Debbie, and her husband Larry, and she's staying with them. So she's living on their couch, and then they finally give her a room to stay, which I'm completely surprised because they said to her that they never want to talk to her again.
I want to hang this one up in here.
Okay.
Small one. But anyway, so they say we're never going to talk to you again?
Yeah, so this was some time ago.
Like up here or something. You know? Or...
Over here on the couch. This bed's a couch, so you can hang it up here.
Okay, I gotta find something.
Let me see. I want to see it. Oh, I love that.
It's cool, huh?
You are so original. I love that.
It's colorful too.
No, you really are. You're just original, and I love that about you. Vera is like one aesthetic, but you're original, and I like that. I like stuff like this too. You know, I noticed that you have like a mountain aesthetic. You love cabins and stuff, log cabins and woodsy stuff. That's what you're into. I noticed. I like that too.
Okay, that's cool. Did you ever text Heather again after that?
No, I didn't talk to her for months. I started posting pictures of Vera. So then she started reaching out. You know, she was like, "What are you doing? How you doing? You want to talk to me? I miss you. I love you. You know, you're my best friend in the whole world still." And I'm like, "I want to talk to you. I took what you did personal. I am pissed at you still."
Who had to clean up the soda?
Joshua did. She didn't clean it up. Joshua did. You nuts?
That would suck.